Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, trying to late size things as well as mob crew, and today we'll be talking about Paul's mechanically outplaying Ash's whole team. And as said, because I got my boy Tylearn in this bitch, let's get into it. Alright, so Ash and Paul have been scrapping for a while before they met at Acquity. Every single thing Paul did was just better. Tactics, badges, training methods. Ash starts with Weasel, Paul starting with Torterra. Quickly Ash switches out to Glasscore. Glasscore begins with a smoke screen, rushing in with an X-Scissor at Torterra, but that nigga just eats it. The Terra attempts to use Giga Drain, having Roots come flying out of the ground. Score dodges them, flying straight in with a Fire Fang. But bro ain't done. He starts with the combos, fly out, then another X-Scissor, then rushes in for a wing attack. But Paul orders his mom to bite on the tail of Glasscore, then using a close range Giga Drain, but Glasscore ain't falling off like a bitch and uses Fire Fang. Ash then switches out to Staravia. Okay, type advantage. Ash ain't slow as fuck. This nigga got clipped by Stonehenge then dipped out. Oh my fucking god, bro. Paul switches out to one of his demons, Weavile. Not gonna lie, this Pokemon is always shown as a villain. If you look at any Pokemon media, movie, bro, it don't matter. It's him and Houndoom, bro. This shit racist at this point. Weavile sets up a sword stance in the anime? Bro, why are they full on clap? Okay, Raptor, round them routes, bro. Round them routes, bro. They go in blow for blow, but Raptor gets the advantage. From the heavens, Staraptor slams into him with a brutal Brave Bird, KOing the enemy. The score is now 6-5. Both sides change. Paul taking out a big 3-member Electabuzz and Ash taking out Grotto. Off fucking rip. This dude uses light screen? We playing Showdown now? Alright, let me calm down and explain. You see, light screen is a move where you reduce damage from any special attack move. Examples being Ember, Thunderbolt, etc. But seeing this actually being used in the anime, not only that, but probably is amazing enough. But enough tricks on it. Ty, I'm tagging you in.
Hey, tag me in, coach! Electabuzz was used to simply activate the light screen and have Ash in a bit of a panic. Then he decides to get in his head even more by switching into Honchkrow. For context, Honchkrow is a Pokemon that fought Turtwig mid-evolution and literally witnessed his fall off in speed. And this L affected Turtwig so bad that he had to learn an entirely new style to adapt to battle, which leads into him learning 2 iconic skills a part of his moveset, that being Energy Ball and Rock Climb. I love that Ash wants his Pokemon to get his get back, but he forgot this man Honchkrow not only is at an advantage, but the light screen is blocking his strongest move. And Honchkrow would just make quick work of Grotto, leading into Pikachu trying to avenge him. But Paul has other plans, switching out Honchkrow for his newly evolved Magmortar. Now, if I'm being honest, this guy is without a doubt the second most important Pokemon a part of this team. While Electabuzz is setting up the light screens, Magmortar is a Pokemon that can not only take a lot of damage, but even use his moves to block and wear down Ash's Pokemon. He tries to initially use Smog, but Ash would use his Counter Shield, which is definitely one of Ash's most underrated techniques. It basically allows Ash to nullify status or area of effect moves, and it can be used on pretty much all of Ash's Pokemon. Anyway, Pikachu would then land a quick attack, leading into Magmortar's Flame Body activating. Flame Body allows the user to get burned, thus reducing the damage of physical attacks. And what does Ash the Genius do? He would proceed to use a physical move that literally gives you recoil damage. Magmortar would see this as an opportunity, leading into him wearing down Pikachu's Volt Tackle with Rock Tomb. So not only is bro now burnt, he's just taking free recoil damage without any reward. This leads into Weasel being swapped out, who wastes no time in this battle. He would hit him with the 2-hit combo of Aqua Jet and Water Pulse back to back, with Magmortar then using Rock Tomb to block Weasel's view. Weasel would try and jump in the air, however this would allow Magmortar to hit him with a devastating point blank Smog. This would leave Weasel poisoned and now weakened, meaning Magmortar's job is now done. Which then leads into Paul swapping into who I believe to be the most important Pokemon on the team, that being Paul's Ursaring. Up to this point, we've had Torterra wearing down Gliscor, Weavile wearing down Staraptor, Honchkrow playing mind games on Grotto, Electabuzz and Magmortar setting up light screens and Smogs. All of this was used to wear down Ash, which all leads into Paul's next play, that being to clean house.
And clean house he does. Weasel attempts to use a water gun, but this fucking big ass bear just hammer arms that shit like it's nothing. Now Paul gets in his bag, Ursaring using bulk up, raising his attack and defense. As Season says, who cares? Bro, he shouldn't have said that shit. As this nigga Weasel goes for an Aqua Jet, this bear just get that lame ass shit on my face, bro, and fucking booms the coins off this nigga, bro. Look at it. Oh my god, bro, I can't watch this. Ursaring attempts a Focus Blast, but Weasel spins using Aqua Jet, causing the blast to disperse into a multitude of smaller beams hitting Ursaring. But we ain't moving past that little spin escape. Okay, Weasel, that's my... Well, I guess you can say he got Sonic boom. Buizel rises back up, gives bro the thumbs up, and rushes in for an Acquity one more time. And Ursaring goes for the focus blast one more time, causing an explosion in the middle. As the smoke clears, we see that Buizel has fallen. Ash takes out Star Raptor, using aerial ace immediately, Paul countering with hammer arm. The bird weaves and cracks him on his cheek. Raptor flies back into the sky, and this dude Ursaring sends a focus blast right at the bird like he's prime Tom Brady. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's put this next part in slow motion. Star Raptor goes in for a close combat on some dynamic entry shit, but gets slashed in the face. Then, bro, this nigga hits this hammer arm like he was short on his .5 and booms him right to the ground. Damn! Raptor is KO'd and Paul switches out to Electabuzz. Well, Ash switches out to, oh my god, my glorious king, my goat is here. The greatest of all time, bro. My fucking goat, Chimchar. Chimchar then attempts a flamethrower, but Lightscreen deflects that. Ash then switches out to the already damaged Glasgow, thinking he can end this in one shot since the Terra was already damaged. Glasgow attempts to attack, but Torterra's frenzy plan has this dude looking like Gray from the Grand Magic Games, bro. Fairy Tail reference? Y'all fuck with Fairy Tail? No, just me. We'll make a video. Ty, is it time, Ty? No, alright. Pikachu looks at Ash like, bro, tag me in. You know I always got you. Remember that time in the rock gym, bro, against Rock and shit? Shit was easy, bro. Ash agrees and has Pikachu come in next. But Paul already knows this was gonna happen and switches to Ursaring. Yo, why is that bear staying like that? Put some forces on him, bro. What the fuck? Pikachu goes for a quick attack. This dude Ursaring just lands a gut check hammer arm. Look at this dude's face. He actually wants to get back in the Pokeball as soon as possible. He's sent flying into the air, resetting himself, and goes for an Iron Tail. Ursaring is unable to move because of Pikachu's ability static. He hits a direct shot, but Paul disarms as Ursaring's eyes flash red, going for another hammer arm. Ash countering for Thunderbolt, and this bear does not care. He shrugs that bitch off and hit sticks this Pikachu into the water. Bro, did you see him just hit, bro? How the, oh my god, bro. Bro, look at the electricity, bro. How is he even, oh my god. Oh no. No! You see the reason why Paul allowed Pikachu to hit Ursaring. It was because of the Guts ability. He has the ability that increases the Pokemon's strength when hit by stats affecting moves. Once again, Paul's plan was flawless, and Ash is only left with one more Pokemon. Now, one goat left, Chimchar. But we're not gonna cut past it. This dude Pikachu said, yo, I'm alright, bro, I'm good, and this fucking falls immediately. Bro, was not good, bro. You losing to level 5 Snivies. We caught you. You're a fraud. Anyways, back to my goat. Chimchar immediately goes for the flame wheel. Ursaring deflecting with Slash, but gets caught with the flamethrower. Char uses Dig while the bear attempts to hammer arm the ground, but is too slow, which makes him get hit in the head. Char just keeps rushing Ursaring, now using flamethrower, pushing the bear back, finally taking out Ursaring. Ash breathes a sigh of relief, probably thanking Chimchar for the efforts. And with this moment happening, my fucking goat evolves. But not only that, did he just hit a post mid-evolution? Are you a common rider? This dude roars out, and his name is fucking Monferno, bro. Ugh. My goat is locked the fuck in, testing out his strength, even learning a new move called Mach Punch. But look at the screen. Paul's hating us. You know that shit was cold, bro. Look at him trying to fucking be like, oh, I don't care. Paul sends out Electabuzz, who was surprised to see Chimchar has evolved, and they both. Monferno goes in for a Mach Punch, and fucking speed blitzes Electabuzz. Gut checking him and look at his eyes. He put the fear of Arceus in that bit. Electabuzz is sent back into the rock, but recovers quickly. With a Thunder, Monferno is able to block, attempting a Flame Wheel, which gets blocked by the Protect. He bounces off into the sky, attempting a Flamethrower. Electabuzz leaps into the air, dodging it, trying out a Thunder Punch. Monferno leaping over it, going for a Dig. Alright guys, another slow mode on this editor. Did this motherfucker just uses the rising uppercut to get back in the air, trying another Flame Wheel, while Buzz goes for a Thunder. While in the wheel, he uses a flamethrower, causing an almost fire vortex to surround the wheel. The vortex cut through the thunder, allowing Monferno to hit a direct flame wheel into the stomach. Ferno goes for another Mach Punch, Paul getting another Protect off, and then continuing with Thunder, hitting Monferno. The paralyze is getting to him, causing Monferno to fall to his knees, slowly getting up. He can barely attempt a flamethrower, but his will to fight, his will to continue roars out of him, causing the fire of his tail to explode. Both Monferno and Electabuzz rush in for a Mach Punch and Thunder Punch with all they got, this causing a large explosion in the middle of them. As smoke clears, they are both left, but my goat passes out, which gives Paul the win.
Are you crying, bro?
Give me a minute, man. Why don't you finish the video? After the fight's over, Paul thanks his brother, him not even noticing how much Paul got into this match. This all happening while Ash stays silent with anger at Paul, but really angry at himself for failing his Pokemon. And that was Lake Acquity. Thank you guys for watching. And I also want to thank the GOAT Tylearn for the help on this video. Shit was super fun, not gonna lie. I was expecting to be locked in on some Pokemon again, but I'm tapped in. But, as I always say, I'm Mob Creant,